everybody, and welcome to Norwin High School. Tonight, the first round of the WPIAL 5A playoffs are underway. That's the first time anybody's been able to say that. As the Highlands Golden Rams meet the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from Norwin High School. Mike Chomo alongside. This is Mike Pavlik, Ricky Safford to my right, and we are here at Norwin. My first time here, not yours, but the Rams have been here a few times. We'll talk about that in a little while. But they come in here as the 9 seed against the 8 seed Laurel Highlands. They're underdogs, Dean.
And Mike, it seems like everybody's embracing that fact. Mitch DeZort says it's the third year in a row they've been underdogs. They like the role. They put the chip on their shoulders. They play with attitude. And I'll tell you what, we've won 2 times last 2 years. First 2 games wearing bronze. So I like the color we're in tonight.
Definitely do. And you talk about the last few years. The last 2 years have been like none other really in Highlands playoff history. They have won 7 playoff games the last 2 years. They were 5-2 a year ago, which set a school record.
And Mike, they beat some good teams in the process too. They beat number 4 West Mifflin 2 years ago and number 1 Newcastle last year. So again, the fact that they've got those 12 games under their belt, that's much better than Laurel Highlands has in the past. And boy, when we talk about playoff games, Mike, we say it's the little things, and one of them is experience. Highlands comes in with plenty of it the last 2 years. Now again, we have to make this a good experience this year again.
Right, indeed. Well, we talk about the Laurel Highlands Vikings. They come in here on a streak of their own. They are 17-5 under 13th year coach Rick Hauger. They have won 7 in a row. They've won 9 out of 10, 11 out of 12, 15 out of 17. They are just a hot basketball team.
Yeah, Mike, we have a history with them too, and the history is underdogs win these games. We came in ranked number 2 in 07. Kid named Caleb Ramsey poured 43 in on us. We found out he played 12 games that year. They were 12-0 when he played, 0-12 when he didn't. We did the same thing though in 2011. They came in 21-1. We beat them in the Micah Mason era back in 2010 in 2 overtimes. So again, one thing about this game, Mike, we said on the way down, it's who sets the tempo. They like the up-tempo. They average 72 points a game, which is the most in 5A in the playoff team. So again, tempo-wise, I'm going to say this just because of the section we were in. I like a game in the 50s. It favors us. It gets in the 70s, it goes either way. So
right.
I always like to set the tempo, and like I said, if we get it in the 50s, I like our chances.
All right, the rights to this telecast are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL and is intended for the benefit of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL is prohibited. Tip-off is coming up this first round playoff game, Highlands and Laurel Highlands, and it's right after this.
The 2017 WPL UCMC Sports Medicine.
All right, Mike, we're ready to go. Second season is upon us. And again, let's see what we can do. We're wearing our brown uniforms. We're the underdogs, the 9 seed in this game. Winner gets Mars.
I would...
and there's a Mars contingent here, by the way.
They are. I would pick a small bone with you on that. I would think that if a line was made to this game, that Highlands would be favored. Slightly.
Well, 17-5, 12-10. That's why the WPL does what they do, Mike.
Well, that's why they made him an 8-9 too. So I don't know. We'll see. Section 1, where Laurel Highlands comes out of, not very highly thought of. They get the 4 seed, the 8 seed. Trinity is the 7 seed. Laurel Highlands the 8. Thomas Jefferson the 11.
And I thought, by the way, congratulations, we got it right. We both had us playing Laurel
Yeah, we did, right.
We had it the 7-10 game, but hey, let's not make a big deal out of that. Let's take a look at the Golden Rams. They get ready to start here. Giving the records of both teams, 17-5 versus 12-10. We're going to do some Laurel Highlands team first. Their leading scorer, Bryce Lasky, wears number 1, 6'3" junior, averages 24 points a game. Number 3, David Ronco, 6-foot senior. At forward, number 21, Will Dykert, a 6'2" senior. Love this name, Mike. Number 24, Hudson Novak, 6'2" senior. And rounding out the starting 5 is number 30, Elijah Gwynn, a 6'2" junior. So, Mike, 2 juniors, 3 seniors, all 6'2" and 6'3". So they're equal size. Kind of reminds me of Pitt. They don't have a 1, they don't have a
5, exactly.
Let's take a look along the starting line for the Highlands Golden Rams. We'll start with number 0, Braden Timmons, also also a senior, 6'4", averaging 10 points a game. Ryan Boda wears number 1, senior, 6 foot tall, averaging 11 points per game. Johnny Christ, a freshman in the lineup, 6'2", averaging 4 points a game. Number 24, R.J. Rigger, 6 foot senior, averaging 9 points a game. And highest leading scorer, number 30, Mitch Desort, comes in averaging 22 a game, 6'2" senior. And Mike, Mitch is still weighing options whether to play basketball or football. And Wagner, Division I AA, offered him his football. He's got a couple Division II offers for football and basketball. He says he's in no rush. He's going to wait it out, and I think that's good for our perspective because he's concentrating on basketball right now.
All right, so we're about set to go. The Rams in the traveling brown, as we mentioned, the 9 seed. The 8 seed Mustangs in the white. The winner gets Mars Friday night. We don't know where. One of the Norths probably. Both of these teams have something in common. Neither of them have been able to beat Mars. Each team has been knocked out of the playoffs the last 2 years basically by Mars. So figure that out. Same thing with Laurel Highlands. 2 years in a row they've been knocked out by them. They won a game and then lost to them twice.
Opening tip going to go to Mars, so Highlands will get the next possession.
Laurel Highlands dressed in the white, and this is Dykert. He'll pop it in and gets it over to Lasky, and here we go.
Looks like we're going man-to-man to start the game, Mike.
Jeanette beat Bentworth 59-35 in the opener. They'll play Sewickley Academy. That's a AA draw.
Talked to Coach Rich Hager before the game, Mike, for Laurel Highlands. He said, what team's going to play tonight, the Gateway team or the Moon team?
There's a jumper up by Gwynn. It's missed. It's out of bounds, and Highlands gets it.
You know which one he was hoping for, don't you?
Yeah, he wants the Moon team to play. I know that for sure.
And I'd like to see the Gateway team.
I'm sure they'll be a little more motivated than they were that Saturday night, too. So here's Boda. Left side to Rieger. Good Highlands crowd here tonight, too. They definitely have they're kind of like the Steelers. Timmons, nice move underneath, and it's 2-0. They brought a nice group, and they are vocal.
Gillette's were getting fired up before the game, Mike. You're going to hear her all night down there. She's leading the defense.
Oh, yeah. 2-0 Highlands. Gwynn out top. Now right side to Runco. Kicked it back out. That's Novak. Off the back rim. No good. Rebound. Christ. Guys up there to get it. Leads it ahead to Desort, but poked away by Lasky the other way. But 4 Rams are back.
First Highlands turn. Mike, they're trying to get out on it.
Rieger.
Going to get Rieger.
So we'll keep tabs on that tempo. Laurel Highlands is the highest scoring team in the draw. They average 72 points a game, which is number 1. The only higher scoring team in 5A was Montour, and they didn't make the playoffs. Highlands is the 8th highest scoring team in the draw out of 13, but they're the 5th best defensive squad.
Mike, I'm not saying we can't run, but we've been paced in our section not to run.
Lasky's 3 is down, and it's 3-2 Mustangs. 24 a game. That's the guy they want to get off the mark early, and now we have a foul, an offensive foul on the Rams.
Get Brady for sticking his leg out there, Mike. And that's the kind of foul we don't want Brady Timmons to get. We want it to make it be worthwhile underneath the basket, Mike.
Dykert will key it in. Mustangs move right to left. They have a 3-2 lead.
Every one of our teams in Section 3 and Section 1 are out tonight, Mike, playing.
Oh, steal by Desort. Lead it ahead to Christ with the lay-in.
Nice overplay by Mitch. Converts it into 2 for Johnny.
4-3 Highlands. Runco against pressure. Now to Novak. Well, Mitch almost had that one measured also, but Dykert was out to get it. And now we're going to have a travel. Dykert was bothered by that tight defense by Desort. Turnover Laurel Highlands at 6:07. The Rams lead 4-3.
And that was the Gateway defense that time, Mike.
Yeah, that was a tremendous performance senior night. What was it, 3 weeks ago now? How long ago was it? Now we have an offensive foul again.
On who this time?
I think it's on Timmons again, and he's got 2 minutes into the game.
Wow, Mike.
And you see and that's a thing that can happen in these games, the playoff games. You end up losing guys early, and now Sean Ersich's going to have to come in. Dan Coleman, Carl Ingatan, and Dave Rose are your 3 officials tonight.
Coach Stachinsky's asking for an explanation. Brayton showing the referee, Carl Ingatan, what he's doing.
Stosh not happy at all.
Sean Ursich, Mike, you had a story on him about playing up here at Norwin.
Now stepping back, that's Lasky's off the back rim. That was actually playing against Jeanette. We were watching Jeanette in the first game. He had a big JV game out there.
I thought it was at Norwin.
Now the Rams are 0-4 in here. The last 2 years, they played the tip-off tournament here 2 years ago and 3 years ago, losing the openers to Penn Trafford both times and the back ends to Norwin both times. 0-4 in this gym. That's a foul on Boda, and the Rams are picking them up fast. They've committed 4. Here's Desort back the other way. Stops and pops. 15-footer off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Lasky lost it out of bounds. Highlands will get it at 5:29.
And that's where you miss Braden Timmons, Mike, on the boards.
Well, it's going to change things a little bit. No question about it. Now Boda looks for the deep throw in, and he gets it back to Desort backcourt with the orange socks. They've kept them. Desort drives in, got swatted.
He was falling, Mike.
Yeah, Novak swatted it out of there. This is Dykert the other way. Threw up a wild one. Offensive foul. There are charges all over the place. That's Rieger. That's his calling card.
Dan Coleman on that call. Dave Rose, Carl Eggetan, our referees. I haven't seen these guys all year, Mike. Usually, though, when you get to the playoffs,
we've seen them, just not this year. Yeah, in the past.
Yep.
So many offensive fouls so far.
4-2 so far. Highlands committing the 4.
Popped it out to Boda. Looked at the basket but didn't take it. Now Kreis. Right side to Zord. Head fake.
Johnny rolled.
Laurel Highlands 10th defensively out of the 13 playoff teams. Boda's open for 3. It's in and out. Rebound. Kreis back up and in.
Here's Johnny. He gets 2.
Kreis has 4 early on. His first playoff game. Rams lead at 6-3. You think about all the experience Highlands has. This is new for Johnny Kreis.
One thing Johnny's got for him, though, Mike, he's played AAU, so he's got a lot of experience there, too.
There's Novak driving baseline and stepped on the baseline and turned it over. At 4:28 first quarter, 6-3.
Third Laurel Highlands turnover. Highlands committed 1 so far.
Rick Hauger in his 13th season, 181 wins at Laurel Highlands. They have made the playoffs every year but 2 of those 13 years. He had a 2-year layoff. They had 2 losing seasons, the only 2 he's had.
He's been around, Mike.
Rear almost gave it up, but now goes to Desort left wing. His 3, he stuck it all right. Unfortunately, it really stuck. Johnny gets it out of there.
Mike, that'll be Highlands ball on the
possession arrow. Highlands will keep it. 4:08 to go first quarter. Highlands 6, Laurel Highlands 3. First round 5A playoffs. The winner to play the Mars Planets, the number 1 seed. You had that. I had Moon. Moon's the 2.
Beat him twice.
Boda 3, right down the middle, no good. Tipped by Ursich, but saved by Novak. Or Dykert, I'm sorry. Novak brings it up. Spin move around Boda. Here's Lasky.
Boda's playing Lasky, Mike.
Novak for 3. It's off the back rim, no good. Rebound. Rieger tipped it, and Boda will control it. Rams with a 3-point lead. Rieger got shut off by Lasky. Oh, nice bounce pass to Boda down the lane. Great pass by Rieger.
And Mike, that's one thing Ryan Boda's been doing, penetrating more and helping with the scoring. If you realize, both teams get to see the last 2 games. So I talked to Coach Hager. He mentioned the Gateway game and the Moon game because that's the ones they saw. And based on that, they're going to give Ryan some looks, and he's got to take advantage. That time he did.
8-3, Rams by 5. Don Martinka enters the Highlands lineup. Also, it changes. I think they still have their same 5 out there, don't they? Here's Novak. Novak in the paint, spun, got shut off, put up a jumper and can't. Boy, that was a nice move. Kreis was in his face, but Novak has his first basket of the night, and it's 8-5.
Don watching Bryce Lasky, and he's their leading scorer. He did a great job against Gateway and senior night playing defense.
Here's Boda, thought about it, now goes to Kreis. Martinka right side. Martinka and Ursich both in off the Highlands bench right now. Haven't seen Christian Tanilli yet. Rieger in the lane, hooked it out. Kreis is open. Here comes the three. It's off the back rim. Rebound Hudson Novak. Romello Freeman at the scorer's table. We have to go to some different big men now with Timmons in foul trouble. Swinging around the perimeter to Novak. Left side for Lasky. Lasky got into trouble, but Ersic stole it out of there.
Fourth turnover for Laurel Highlands. Let's see if Highlands can convert this time. 2:15 to go in the first quarter.
Rieger thought about it, but didn't take it. This has got Section 3 tempo. It's the Highlands liking, no question. Kreis out top to Martinka. Right side, Rieger. Left Lasky there, but threw it off the hands of Novak out of bounds. Highlands will keep it at less than 2 minutes left first quarter.
Highlands looks like they're looking for somebody to score, Mike, and that's why Mitch resorts right back in there. Because, again, I thought RJ could have taken that shot that time. He seemed to have the lane. Got to keep him honest.
You talk about scheduling and things like that. That Highlands has played 12 non-section opponents. 11 of them made the playoffs. Only Beaver of their non-section opponents did not make the playoffs. Highlands was 5 and 6 against those teams.
And Beaver was under those tough sections too, Mike. Section of death, as we like to call them.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that tough schedule hopefully plays off in the playoffs. That's always been the theory.
Look at Johnny with those Velcro hands too. Went up there to take it away from Novak. Desort right side. Boda drives in.
They're letting us penetrate, Mike, but they're really playing the three hard. Romello Freeman in there battling with Wynn.
Desort all the way in.
And
Shot, score, foul. Mitch Desort right down the lane.
Mitch's first two.
Again, more senior play out of this team that's so experienced in playoff action the last 2 years.
Hudson Novak picks his first foul up.
Desort does not get the friendly roll. Kreis knocked it out of bounds. Mitch came in at 79%. Again, Desort and Rieger shoot 78%. Everybody else shoots 48%. So we really have two foul shooters.
Yep.
Against some pressure now. This is Lasky backcourt. 10-5, Rams by 5. We're going to give you the 50 number at the first quarter here.
Yep.
Because Laurel Highlands with 5 points. It's the Highlands liking. Lasky, fall away. Great defense by Martinka. Here come the Rams, 2-on-1. Desort goes in against Ronco. They call travel. He didn't travel.
He didn't travel.
He did not travel.
Did not travel. And that's a trail official, Mike.
And that's one where the official was fooled by the move.
Right.
Turnover Highlands at 150. Ooh, now he can't move the pivot foot back there. That was close. Here's Runco forecourt. Runco being bothered by Boda. Now Desort slaps it out of bounds into the Highlands bench. And the Highlands defense is giving Laurel Highlands some trouble right now. A team that averages 72 points a game. They have 5 points with a minute left first quarter.
Might be that Gateway team showing up.
Steal by Johnny Kreis. He lays it in.
Thought about dunking it, Mike, but he just laid it over the top.
He's the leading scorer with 6 here in the first quarter. 12-5 Highlands. Now they're going to get Martinka on a nickel dimer. That's team foul number 5 against Highlands. Laurel Highlands has committed 2.
Remember, they're doing this with Braden Simmons on the bench with 2 fouls. So he's going to be well rested when he gets a chance to get back in.
46 seconds left of the first quarter. It's been a good one for Highlands. They lead at 12-5. 6 2-point baskets. That's definitely not their DNA.
But that's what they're giving him, Mike.
Lasky got shut off, put it up off the front rim, and Kreis is there again.
Johnny's doing a great job on the
feed
board.
by Rieger Desort. Great job to catch it. Mitch is fouled. He'll shoot 2 at 31 seconds.
Boy, that was team offense that time. Great rebound by Johnny. Great kick out by RJ. And Mitch going to the foul line and try to finish.
Mitch over.
Novak picks up his second.
You keep track of those. That's the third one on them. Desort drains the first. He's got 3 points. The Rams lead it by 8.
Johnny Kreis, the freshman, has really stepped up in Braden Timmons' absence here in the first quarter, Mike.
He has. Resort cans them both, and the Rams lead at 14-5. Lasky backcourt. A Laurel Highlands team that has won 7 in a row and 15 of their last 17. Dykert right side. Lasky out of the corner, 14 seconds. Tried to dump it down, and who are they going to get? Freeman? Boy, oh boy. That's 6 against Highlands already.
That was a 50-50 ball there. Yep, Romelo's going to get his first.
Number 3, Romelo Freeman, his first.
Next one there in a bonus.
Yes, sir. Inside to Dykert with a turnaround. He hits it. His first. 5 seconds. Rams have some time. 14-7. Rieger takes it all the way in, and he traveled. He was kind of in between.
Yep.
I was thinking he might want to go up 0.8 of a second. They can still catch and shoot. Got it into Lasky, lets it fly, but it'll fall short. And that's a good first quarter for Highlands. After 1, Highlands 14, and the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands 7. We want to take some time to thank some of our people, especially John Mason and all his help this year, football and basketball-wise, with this wireless zone. We want to thank them, John, very much for his help all season long.
Mike and Mason, Mason Elite, now is their season. Once the basketball season's end, that's when they take off. And if you're interested in getting any information from Mike, just look up Mason Elite and take a look tonight, Mike, in 5A. I mentioned all of our teams are out in section. Armstrong's playing McKeesport. Franklin Regional's playing Trinity. Kiskey's playing Hampton. And Thomas Jefferson's playing Gateway. So 5 games tonight, all 5 teams in our section are involved. And the reason why is we had a tie for that 4th spot between Armstrong and Kiskey. So McKeesport would have got the bye if there were only going to be 12 teams. They are out tonight, and they're facing Armstrong. And the interesting thing with that number is that number may be in the 30s. Break.
And McKeesport likes to score too, so that'll be interesting because Section 1, where Laurel Highlands comes from, they like to score there. McKeesport averaging 68.4. The highest scoring team in Highlands section has been Franklin Regional, 64.6. So we'll see. It'll be interesting.
3 buys with the Char Valley, Mars, and Moon.
Second quarter, Laurel Highlands has the ball down a touchdown.
And I think it's smart to keep Braden Timmons on the bench as long as we can, Mike, and they are.
Here's Novak in against Christ. Picked it back outside to Lasky. Now back to Novak. Steps back. His 3 is in and out. Rebound. Freeman tipped it, lost it, came back. And
Johnny blocked that, Mike.
He did. His Runco's shot was missed. Johnny blocked it. Rieger retrieved it. And Highlands has the ball up 7. Here's Boda, inside to Christ. Tries to back a man in and got it back to Freeman. Freeman with a move, go all the way to the basket. Oh, he laid it up and missed it. Kind of got a piece of it as it came back off, but Novak got it for the Mustangs.
Hard like the Red Sea. Blocked that time by Freeman.
And Christ got it back.
1 on 3.
The Sword splits the defense.
Euro step. Nope.
Couldn't get it to go.
Yep.
Novak the rebound. As they go back and forth, Dykert steps into a 3. Boy, missed everything. Runco tried to save it, but stepped on the line.
Now remember, Mike, tempo-wise, this favors Laurel Highlands. But I still think we can go either way. They want to run, we'll run with them. They want to walk, we can walk it up.
Substitution for Laurel Highlands.
Lysias Saluka, number 34, is into the Mustangs lineup. He's a sophomore. First substitution for Rick Hauger tonight underneath the Christ. Johnny's got 8. They don't have an answer down there. You talked about their tallest guy, 6'2", and Johnny plays a lot bigger than the 6'3" he's listed as, or 6'4". I think he's grown during the season. He's got 8.
I think you're right, Mike.
16-7 Highlands. Lasky's jumper is pure. Lasky's got 5. His first basket since early on.
Again, he's their leading scorer at 24 a game. RJ from way deep.
He drains it. Rieger for 3. course, I have no idea what the score is right now. They are completely messed up on the scoreboard.
Well,
They are all over the place. They're putting them up on each side, and I think it's 19-9 Highlands. That's my best guess. They put Rieger's 3 up on Laurel Highlands side.
I got 19, right?
Yeah.
I get 19-9, Mike.
Wow, block. Price has it, and Price is tripped by Dykert on the floor. And Johnny's been a man here early.
I think last year Mike was playing 8th grade basketball, huh?
Yeah.
Under my tutelage.
Dykert second. 19-9 Highlands.
He was so mature, I used to call him Coach Price, though. He's proven it tonight. He's stepping right up. As soon as Braden Timmons got in foul trouble, he's done his job.
Now there's Desort got in, and Saloka got him. That'll be his first foul. And Mitchell shoot 2 at 5:44. Highlands by 10.
Elias Saluka in a lineup, a 6'4" sophomore. Mike, one thing I was scared to see in their lineup is that they have a freshman named Malik Ramsey. Just the name scares me. Caleb Ramsey went on to play.
He played in the NFL. He played for the 49ers. He is retired and moved on. Saluka the rebound. Mitch missed 2. He's missed 3 tonight.
2 for 5 from the line. Hope that doesn't become an issue.
Here's Runco. Dykert, that's 2. It's down. 2 feet on the line. 19-11. Now they put those 2 up on Highlands side again. Scoreboard operator is having all kind of trouble tonight. It's 19-11.
It's pretty simple. They're in the white.
The road team is in dark.
Yep.
The home team is in white.
When I run the scoreboard, Mike, and I do it for our tournaments all the time, I always have my fingers above whoever has the ball.
Right.
If they score, you push.
You hit it.
They don't score, you go to the other side. It's not rocket science.
Highlands by 8. 5:19 to go first half. Lasky kicked it back out to Dykert. Now Novak between circles. Lasky lets a 3 go. Off the rim. Rebound Dykert had it swatted away by Desort, and Boda controls it.
We've been fortunate, Mike. Lasky's getting good looks. He hasn't been knocking them down.
Rieger kicked it back out. Here's Boda for 3. It's off the rim. Rebound Lasky. Being chased by Martinka. Worked it over for Runco. Swung it over to Dykert. Makes a nice move. Goes baseline. Kicked it over to Runco. Nice ball movement, and Salauka missed it. Rebound Dykert blocked.
Blocked by Johnny.
Martinka had it, lost it, and we have a foul.
So Don's going to pick up his second. And Mike, there you saw Johnny the freshman because he went for the pump fake.
Right. Fouls on Laurel Highlands. Is that on Dykert? If it is, it's his third. And Rick Hauger can't believe it.
Oh, they called it on them? I thought it was Don.
It's Dykert. It's his third.
Wow. That's a change of events there.
Foul number 34, his second.
Team fouls even at 6 apiece. Highlands with the basketball and an 8-point lead. 4.5 left first half. Rieger out to center circle to Ryan Boda. Rieger right side. Runco came out to meet him, and now Desort quickly inside to Martinka. Back to Rieger, he's open. Here comes the 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebound Novak, and a little nickel dimer on Dom.
Yep.
On a reach in.
We're getting good looks at threes too, Mike. Nobody's knocking them down.
Well, you talk about rust. Nobody's played in 2 weeks.
True
10
that.
days, 10 days at least. I don't know if Laurel Highlands played Monday. I can check real quick. Their last game was against Albert Gallatin on the 10th, which was last Friday, so they haven't played in 11 days.
Guess who Highlands scrimmaged on Friday to stay in rhythm?
Newcastle.
Yeah, went up there.
Off the back rim, Novak missed the front end of the 1-and-1.
That's their first foul shot attempt, Mike.
They gone zone. We got 2-3.
2-3. Well, that's where we run our high-low.
Boda for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped up there. Price had it, lost it off his knee, and it goes to the Mustangs. 4:01 left first half.
What you'll see, Mikey, that's a ball movement offense. The guys lock down their spots. We go point guard, 2 wings, high post, and then you have what they call basically a flasher. Runs the baseline, short corner, and just pass the ball around the perimeter. Get the good shot.
Jumper's missed, and Christ has it again.
You see why Lasky's their lead scorer, Mike. He takes most of their shots.
He has good shots, but again, you just wonder what kind of rhythm these guys are in, and no one's played a game. Here's Desort for three. It's off the front rim. And swatted out by Christ to Boda. Left side, Rieger.
It's not Purdy, Mike, but we're up.
No, and the advantage that the teams that play tonight will have against the teams that had a bye on Friday. They haven't won played in 2 weeks. Tanilli's open. His three's on the way. It's off the back rim. And the rebound is taken out of there by Lancaster.
Not good looks, Mike. Great looks.
Yeah, and nothing's going down. Either way. Here's Lasky. Back out to Novak, and he traveled. Turned it over with Rieger on him.
7th Laurel Highlands turnover. Highlands with 4. And Braden Simmons stays on the bench with those 2 fouls, Mike.
We mentioned the 50 number. When Highlands allows 50 points or less, they are 9-0. Laurel Highlands has 11 points with 3 minutes left in the first half.
Now you know why I wanted the game in the 50s. Look at the offense, Mike. To the wing.
Rieger,
corner
down low
right
to Christ, kicked it back out. Desort's three from the corner is off the rim. Rebound, Christ lost it. Good. Novak has it. Nearly a steal by Desort, but forecourt come the Mustangs. Lasky, deep right wing. Finds a cutter in Novak, but Rieger shut him off twice. Back outside, Runco's threes off the back rim. Novak tipped it.
Great job by R.J. Rieger there, Mike. Just position his body. He wouldn't let that rebounder get inside of him.
Boda was all the way to the basket, throws it up with the right hand and missed it. Rebound is loose on the floor. They battle.
And we got a held ball.
Highlands gets it, I think. No, they say timeout, Laurel Highlands. Okay.
They'll get the ball in possession. Well, actually, they'll save the possession.
They couldn't. No, they couldn't. Yeah.
Right. Again, Mike, thank you to our people that helped us get the games on during the season. Special thanks go out to Joe Lucchino. Called me today, personally. I will see him tomorrow morning, and him and his son Joseph, again, they always help us out getting these games on the air, and we appreciate that. Mike, this is the 105th WPL tournament, and 80 teams are entering into the tournament this year. It's the most ever. Thank you, 6 classes. And back in the beginning, back in 1913 when this thing got underway, there were 4 teams in the tournament. Now there's 8. And of the 4 teams, you played 2 games, and then the winner of those 2 games played the best 2 out of 3. So we've come a long way to go from 4 to 8.
I like the best out of 3 series idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
David Runco brings it forecourt for Laurel Highlands, down by 8. Another one.
Yeah.
Price has it. Laurel Highlands has scored 4 in his second quarter. That's right, 4. Highlands defense cranked up. Christ down low to Freeman. Couldn't save
pass.
it. They went high-low there against zone. And
well, that's where you want to get it, Mike. You get into the high post, you hit the short corner. That short corner becomes your point guard, and you got everything coming at you then. Number 1, catch the pass.
2 minutes left, first half. Highlands 19, Laurel Highlands 11. This is Lancaster. Out to Lasky with Boda. Pair of number 1s. Lancaster stops, pops, glass, good. Lasky, 7. 19-13. So they inched their way closer.
7-13, Mike.
You can see his 24 game where that comes from.
Oh, there's a
no pass. There was a hammer job there. Rieger's three's off the back rim. The Rams are ice cold. Rebound, Laurel Highlands.
Success breeds success, Mike, but then unfortunately when you miss.
Runco's three is missed, and Desort has it.
Take it right in, Mike.
Desort 1-on-3, takes it right in, lays it up, and scores.
That's what I was talking about. He's got 6. Rams lead 21-13.
8-point Highlands lead. They've led by as many as 10. Here's Runco as we wind down to 1 minute left, first half. Again, the winner Friday night against the Mars Planets, the number 1 seed.
And neither team has shown them much, Mike. Nice job by Boda on defense.
Lasky missed the shot. Rebound is nearly saved by Freeman,
and
but
that would have been hot on his ball, Mike.
if he'd let it go, yep. It went off of Alacia Saluka down low. So the Mustangs have it. Arrow belongs to Highlands. Oh, and getting hammered as he goes to the basket is Lancaster, and he'll shoot a couple at 33 seconds, trailing by 8.
Foul on the court for third, his first.
Mitch gets his first. One thing that's about Mitch too, Mike, when he's not in foul trouble, he really tightens that defense up saying, hey, I got one to give, and that was the one.
Lancaster gets the first one to roll home. The 5'9" junior, his first point off the bench. First bench point of the game for either team. 33 seconds left first half. 21-14, Highlands by a touchdown.
How about that, Mike? They've only taken 2 foul shots in this entire first half. Highlands taken 5, Mitch has taken all 5.
If he makes this, Highlands is calling time. He didn't. Oh, and the Rams just let the ball hit the floor.
I think Tonelli was being held there, Mike.
He was. So here's Runco against Rieger out top.
This could be a 2 for...
It'll be a big possession. Now 5-second call. Great defense by Rieger in the turnover. So the Rams have 20 seconds to do something about it here.
Turnovers now 9-5. Possession.
Stosh wants timeout.
Highlands. I think he'll get a 30-second timeout here.
He does. Gives us time to thank the Bonnettes at Highland Tire for all their help. Football, basketball season. They too are charter members of the club. So thanks to them. And you spent plenty of time there this past year, have you not?
And I just checked my tires. I need air on the one tire, Mike, so I'll have to go see them tomorrow too. I visit our sponsors on a regular basis.
You do, and that's a good thing. And
Brent always has pictures from Siesta Keys.
That's a good place.
You're heading down, you told me today. You'll be going down.
We'll be going down on the week of the 10th or something along those lines. I'll be there for St. Patrick's Day, which is always a lot of fun. Just being there for St. Patrick's Day and having to get up and leave the next morning. But we'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
And by the way, Mike, the state playoffs are going to start on March 10th.
Okay.
Finals are March 24th.
I hope, like you last year, I hope I have to miss games.
Yeah, they fooled me last year. I was in Florida.
I had no fooling about it. This is, I hope I miss. That'll be good. That means we're still playing.
Cagers the 25th. I leave on the 26th for
Right.
Florida.
So we'll be there for the Cager. We'll be there for that.
I bartered with my wife. She gets more time in Florida, but we go later.
There you go. So here we go. 10 seconds. Rieger out top. 8 seconds.
2-3.
Boda. That wasn't a turnover. Relax. Rieger for 3. Here it comes.
Yes.
That's
a big
2 seconds.
That is a
Ice water, and that's it. It's the end of the first half. The Rams will take their biggest lead into the locker room. Score at halftime. Highlands 24, Laurel Highlands 14. Timeout. We'll be back with stats right after this. Back at halftime at Norwin, Highlands leading at 24-14. Quickly other scores. This game in progress, second half. Franklin Regional 44, Trinity 38. Franklin Regional to 10, Trinity to 7. And we have a final. Hooray for Section 3. Gateway has beaten Thomas Jefferson 47-36. They're the 6th seed. They will move on and play Char Valley on Friday.
That's our number in the 40s, Mike. Let's look at individual scoring for Highlands. Mitch DeZort has 6. Johnny Kreis has 8. Braden Timmons 2. R.J. Rieger 6. Ryan Boda 2. That's a total of 24. The Laurel Highlands are led by their lead scorer, Bryce Lasky. He has 7. Will Dykehart has 4. Hudson Novak 2. Greg Lancaster 1. If I told you that Johnny Kreis would lead us in scoring at halftime, do you think we'd be winning this game?
I'd say yes.
Well, we are. That's the good news.
All I know is that he's already doubled his season average. I'd take that anytime. Now what do we have? The referees have called the coaches together. And mid-court, I have no idea what this is about. They're trying to make sure. I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate.
We have a chance, Mike. I saw Brian and Jamie Nee, and was checking in on Jameson. I want to thank them for all their help in getting the games on TV this year.
Now they're calling the players to the sidelines. I believe one of the refs has left. One of the officials left.
Jameson Nee, by the way, Mike, led Allegheny 11 points.
Yeah, so what's happened is one of the officials was limping on his way off. There's another official here. They're going to get him dressed and get him out here to take over. So while they do that, we have a change of officials. Like it's a first.
Yeah, Dave Rose is not out there, Mike.
Highlands by 10. We'll be right back.
Let's get ready to start third quarter.
All right, we have
popular guy in Irwin right there, Mike.
We have a third official.
He actually refereed the first.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his name is, but he refereed the first game, the game that won by Jeanette over Bentworth.
Well, best wishes to Dave Rose. Hopefully things are
Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, he was limping off and probably hurt himself late in the first half and came out to see if he could give it a shot and was unable to go. You don't want to.
All we had to have with Lady Gaga perform, Mike. We had a 29-minute halftime.
Seriously.
Where's Bill Belichick when you need him?
I'm glad we can steal, and here comes Novak back the other way, and Novak lays it in.
6 times turnover.
And a good start the second half for Laurel Highlands. It's 24-16.
Speaking of starting the second half, Braden Timmons out there, Mike. Well-rested Braden Timmons.
And what was that number you gave on three-point shooting in the first half?
2 of 12.
We've had a few of those this year.
I thought it was...
Oh, wide open.
Johnny.
Here's Johnny. 26-16.
Johnny with 10, Mike. That might be a career high.
He is having a night. Dump down, Novak off the rim, no good. Rebound, Ryan Boda. Rams back the other way, Desort left side. Highlands with a 10-point lead and a foul by Dykert, his fourth.
Oh, you got riding.
He spent a lot of time on the bench in that first half, and he's going to spend some more now.
Johnny Christ played 20 games this year, scored 71 points. And I think this is his high game for the year with 10.
He may have had 12. And Boda rattles it in and out. Now they've changed Dykert's number to 3. Thanks, Rick. We had him with 3 in the first half, but they obviously have one to someone else. They fixed that, and Dykert goes all the way length of the court and lays it in. He's got 6. It's 26-18.
So he'll stay on the floor with 3 fouls, Mike.
Boy, they're going to call a clear out on Desort, or is that on Christ?
Johnny's first. Team turnover 7.
Number 20, Price, is first. Team first.
Well, the good news is that's only 1 on him. And the one thing about Johnny, he does not pick up a lot of fouls. So that's a help.
Pretty heady play for a freshman.
I should say. Here's Dykert. Oh, threw a ghost pass, and Timmons stole it.
That time Johnny stepped in the lane, Mike, and forced that pass.
Here's Rieger driving all the way in. Oh, nice move, but it wouldn't go. Tipped out of bounds, and it belongs to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs at 6:03.
I thought Laurel Highlands had their hands in that one. By the way, Mike, I had a great question for both coaches. You know what that was?
I do not.
Will there be practice tomorrow?
The answer is yes and yes.
Yes and yes, they have to. We'll talk about why in a minute. Chance of defense go up in the Highlands crowd, Mike, and they've seen it so far tonight.
Lasky picked it back out. Here's Runco, 15. It's down. David Runco's first basket of the night, and it's 26-20. Laurel Highlands cuts it to 6 at the 5:32 mark, third quarter. And they're not going to go away. They have some pure shooters on this team. Desort, little shake and bake move into the lane, threw up a wild one, missed it. Timmons rebound, puts it up and in.
Braden made his own space there, Mike. There was nothing there, and he just kept maneuvering his body until he got a place to put it up and in.
In very limited time, Braden has 4, and it's 28-20. Yes, sir. Lasky for 3, his second.
He has 10. You can see they run everything through him, Mike. That was a simple rub off of the high post, and he took advantage, knocked it down.
Hallelujah's 5. Here's Boda. Out to Rieger. Now Boda baseline with a teardrop. No good. Rebound. Timmons up and in.
He did it again.
They do not have an answer for him. 30-23. Here's Lasky. Now to Dykert. Now Dykert goes baseline, tried to get in. He threw it off the leg of Desort. Now they're going to call a foul. And let's see who they get. It's on the Rams. It's on Desort. He was on the floor when it happened. It's his second at 4:21 of the third.
Trying
shut off by Price out there. Now Novak for three. He drains it. Net hardly moved. Hudson Novak.
He's got 7.
And all of a sudden, it's 30-26. It's a 4-point game.
Highlands had a 10-point lead at halftime, Mike.
Offensive foul against the Rams.
On who?
Might be on Mitch. It is.
And Mike, all of a sudden, Mitch Resort has 3 fouls. Yikes.
And the worm is turned here quickly, 30-26.
I thought in the second half, Highlands just come out and impose their will with Braden Timmons back in the lineup, but it hasn't been that way. Don Martinka back in on Lasky.
Now Lasky all the way to the basket, but it rattles out, and Timmons pulls the rebound down.
Highlands filling the lanes quickly here.
Rams trying to win this game. He was shooting very poorly.
He's all over.
He was, and now they're going to get Dykert.
That will be his fourth.
Yes.
Greg Lancaster quickly to the bench to check in.
Johnny Price had 14 at Greensburg Salem. And he had 12 against Steer Lake, so all this has come recently.
Let's get that 10 up then. How's that sound?
They put it on this side and they can't see it.
We're going to have to keep an eye on Johnny as his career progresses, Mike.
Kind of.
There's a
beautiful. So finally, they move it down to Ryan, and he drains one.
Steal by
And now a steal.
Martinka.
Here's Martinka back the other way. Lays it up. He missed it. Tipped out of bounds. And well, I thought Johnny might have got the last hand on that, but we'll take it. 33-26. Highlands by 7.
Forcing the 11th turnover, Mike. But just couldn't convert. Don Martinka did a great job of sneaking in there.
Greg Hager screaming out instructions from the Laurel Highlands bench in front of us. Martinka out of Christ left side.
Here's what we want, right in the pocket, Mike.
Posting it in there to Timmons. Timmons goes all the way in. Got rim rejected, and here comes Novak the other way. 3 Rams are back. Novak with a runner.
Offensive foul.
Yes, sir.
Boy, R.J. Rigger, Mike. I think he leads the team in charge. That was a big one right there. See, that foul's going to go on. Novak, that's his third, Mike. They have 7 fouls. Dykert has 4. Novak has 3. 7 fouls the entire game.
That'll do it.
I just committed 13 fouls, Mike.
Not very democratic of them, is it?
There we go again.
Timmons gets the feed, kicked it back out to Christ. Now Baboda, who's feeling it, lets it go. It's off the back rim. Rebound to David Runco. Laurel Highlands at 2:33 is Novak. Hudson Novak hits another one.
He's got 10.
And
Lasky has 10.
they've hit 3 threes here in the third quarter, and it's a 4-point game.
Lead scorer, Mitch Desor on the bench with 3 fouls, Mike.
Highlands is led by 10 on a couple of occasions, but Laurel Highlands is clawing their way back here in the second half. Here's Christ. Spin move. Threw it up there. Can't go. Got his own rebound. Saved it. Tries again. Missed it. Rebound Mustangs.
No help that time, Mike.
No, he was kind of down there all by himself.
Stood around and watched.
Runco. Now the jumper is hit by Gwynn. His first one of the night. And it's 33-31.
Here comes the Mustangs, Mike.
It's a 2-point game.
Comfortable 10-point lead is gone, Mike, and all of a sudden the Laurel Highlands Mustangs have cut it down to 2. Talked about the teams that practicing tomorrow, Mike. The reason why is the idea of follow the leader is back in. In the past, we played playing games to determine how many teams would go to the state. You know, Section 5A, Mike, got shortchanged, by the way. 6, 4, 3, 2, all sent 6 teams to the state. Only 1 and 5 sent 5 teams.
Well, the one thing we know for sure, the loser tonight is out. The loser tonight does not go to the state playoffs. You have to win tonight to even have a chance. It's the 4 quarterfinalists and 1 out. There'll be 8 teams left after tonight.
So somebody
The loser tonight is out.
Okay. No wonder why they were so pumped. They both thought they were going to win. I'm thinking if Highlands goes on to win, Laurel Highlands gets dragged in. That's not the case.
That can't happen.
They would drag in next week's opponent.
Right. So here's Boda down to Timmons. Let's see what the Rams do off that timeout. Only leading 2. Desort all the way in. Scores.
Yeah, that's what we needed. Mike Mitch back in.
His first basket of the second half. It's 35-31. Now things are opening up a little bit, and there's Gwynn driving down the lane. Elijah Gwynn with 2 in a row. And it's 35-33 with 1:10 left of the third quarter.
Now remember, this team averages 72 a game, Mike. They were way under their average in the first half, only 14 points.
Timmons pops out to get it, hooks a long pass over to Freeman. Finds Desort as a cutter.
Get out of there.
Desort, oh, what a move with the left hand. He put it up and in.
Or make a layup.
Desort joins Christ as the only 2 in double figures. Steal by Boda. Boda drives, lays, and scores.
Boda's got 7. Highlands on a run.
39-33. Highlands by 6 again. 35 seconds left of the third. Lasky all the way to the basket. Oh, what a move that was.
He's got a dozen.
39-35. 26 seconds left. Arrow belongs to the Mustangs. Freeman crossover move.
Kick ball.
Put it off of Gwynn's foot out of bounds. Highlands keeps it. Special thanks to Mel and John Boucher for all their help. Ensuring all of your young drivers out there for years to come. Thanks to Mel and John. Again, charter members here from the beginning. Here's Martinka driving in and got nickel-dimed out near the foul line. Rams left to inbound it.
Greg Lancaster gets his first.
Number 4, Lancaster, his first.
Rieger now coming in, get that extra shooter in there to replace Martinka at 14 seconds. The Rams leading it by 4. 39-35. Rieger right side, 12 seconds. Boda pops out. Boda drives in, throws up a wild left-hander, missed it. Rebound, Timmons had it, puts it up. No.
Foul.
Rebound, Timmons again.
And he
He's
got fouled
fouled at 2 seconds left. Oh, Timmons would not be denied.
But Ryan's going to sneak that little left-hander in there, Mike. Now they're going to get Dawma and
Number 34.
probably get Mitch up a lot up with 3 fouls.
Timmons at the line, shoot 2.
Braden at
3 Golden Rams coming in.
43%. We'll take 1 out of 2.
Yeah, got to get this one.
Rams by 4. 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds left, third quarter.
2 for 6 from the foul line, Mike.
You know, in a game this close, this low scoring, those become very big. And Braden rattles the second home. Braden's got 7 points, 5 of them here in the third quarter. 40-35.
Want to congratulate our 8th grade team, Mike. They won their tournament this past weekend, beat a team from St. Phillips. And St. Phillips had a kid named Dante Spatafor. Remember that name. He's going to be at Char Valley next year.
Runco from half court. Oh, boy, had a good look at it. Off the back heel as the third quarter comes to an end. Highlands 40, Laurel Highlands 35.
He's going to be a great player at Chartiers Valley. He's looking forward to a big career. Speaking of careers, thank you, Career Training Academy, for helping us get the broadcast on during the year. And I will be at career training next semester, Mike. I'm going to be teaching a course on telecommunications.
How about that? It's kind of right up our alley.
How to keep a smile on your face right through that telephone. Trivia time, Mike. I got a great one for you. This brings a smile to my face, this question. You ready?
I think I'm in trouble. Go ahead.
Who has the most free throws made in a WPL playoff game? How many? Not who. How many do you think someone's made? We'll get to the who later.
Probably in the 30s. I'm going to say 35.
23.
Okay.
But the who is so interesting, Mike. Who would have scored 23 foul shots in a game? I have hints for you. I'll give you as we go along.
All right, fine. Well,
the year was 1985.
The year was 1985. All right.
As Has that eliminated somebody from your thought process?
It's somebody that's a little bit younger than me. So that's my first point of reference.
We saw him as a coach.
Okay, that's cool. So here come the Mustangs, down 5. Well, here's my prediction. If the Rams can hold Laurel Highlands to 14 points or less in this quarter, they're going to win. Because that'll mean they'll set 49. Lasky had it blocked, and Boda has it. There's another prediction. If they get it back up to 10, I think they got it too.
Well,
I don't think you come back twice.
Laurel Highlands put 21 up in that quarter, Mike, and they had 14 at half.
That's more like them, yeah. Out of the corner, here's Boda. 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, Hudson Novak, who's strong on the boards for them. He is a very good all-around player. Lasky from way downtown. Missed it. Rebound, Timmons.
Braden doing what he does best, Mike. And that 8th grade team I told you about, Mike, they are really quick. And I always tell kids, do what you do best.
Is the answer Joe Lafko?
Not Joe Lafko.
Okay, I just wanted to throw that out there. He has interception records.
Yeah.
Desort all the way in is blocked, and he draws the foul. So Mitch will shoot 2 at 6:49. Highlands by 5.
He eventually became the school's athletic director.
Same school.
No. The high school he did it at no longer exists.
The high school he did it at no longer exists. I feel like Carnac. First one by Desort is good. He's got 11.
He was coach and AD at the school you saw him coaching.
Okay, and it's not there anymore.
The school is still there. Where he did it is not there. Where he coached and was AD still exists. Where he scored the 23 foul shots
Does not.
does not exist.
Lancaster drives it in, kicked it back to Runco. Highlands by 7, 42-35, and Boda with the hands, pried it free.
Playing great defense. They're tapping ahead, Mike. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Desort, high posting it to Timmons. Back to Boda from 3, it's off the front rim. Rebound Novak, almost had it fought away. He did. Great job, Romello Freeman, to bother Novak, and he lost it out of bounds.
Forced the 13th turnover from Laurel Highlands. The school that doesn't exist anymore used to play ombre to ombre defense.
Now in deep to Desort. Desort with a crossover move. Got shut off. Now Rieger from way downtown off the back rim, and Desort got the rebound. Against 2 men. What's the call? Offensive.
That is for Mitch.
And that's Dykert with 4 fouls, taking a flop.
Wow.
And hoping.
What do you do with Mitch here, Mike?
So now Mitch has 4 at 6:06. You're going to have to sit for a while.
That's the answer. Mitch has 12. He's on the bench as our leading scorer. Highlands leading here by 7. 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Winner goes on to play Mark.
7-point lead. Now the winner gets Mars. It's not much of a reward, but you'll take it at this point. Lasky. Bryce Lasky with 14 now.
Well, Mike White liked us in the Post-Gazette today, Mike. In fact, he called us the most dangerous team in the tournament that's not top 4.
Boda out top to Freeman. Right side to Rieger. 5:35 to go. Low posting it to Timmons. Timmons got in around Quinn, but hooked it back outside, and now Rieger put it on the floor, and Rieger traveled and turned it over at 5:28.
Brady would have went right, Mike, if he had a layup. But it's easy to see up here. Johnny Christ, Mike, has not played much in the second half.
5-point lead. Here's Quinn. Out to Novak. Novak stepped back, and now Lasky comes out to get it, but Martinka's got that assignment.
Remember, Lasky's their leading scorer, Mike, 24 a game.
Lasky went in anyway, and he drew the foul. Now, Lasky's amazing. Went in there against Martinka, took him right to the hole, and got the clock stopped, and has a chance to put 2 up for Laurel Highlands.
When you have the lead, Mike, you don't want to turn the clock on. The clock is your ally. Don Martinka picks up his 3rd.
Lasky drains it first. Back to your trivia question. I need another hint.
The high school was Bishop Boyle.
Oh, I have no idea. Who played at Bishop Boy? 16 for Lasky.
Both of them.
It is a 3-point game, 42-39.
5 minutes to go.
This one hangs and about. So what you expect out of an 8-9 game? The local Westmoreland County odds makers had this as a pick'em.
Backdoor
to Boda. He couldn't control it though, and now Freeman takes it out of there. Back to Boda in the corner. Now to Rieger. Rams will reset things here. 4:35 to go. Highlands by 3. Rieger into the paint.
And remember, our leading scorers on a bench of 4 fouls, Mitch Dessort.
Our 2 leading scorers of the night are sitting there.
Yep.
Bryce only has 1 foul.
He's coming back in now, Mike.
And Rieger had it blocked from behind by Novak.
Coach is Still Valley, Mike, and AD is Still Valley.
Sean McAllister.
One of my favorites. Scrappy little bugger as he was.
Wasn't he?
He was. Redhead.
A lot of foul shots. Anybody have any video of that? How was the video? Was it shaky?
A little bit.
There's a lead down to Timmons and he lays it in.
Timmons has 9. Tied his lead back to 5.
And 7 of them in the second half. Rams by 5. That's Novak for 3 off the front rim, but the long rebound came out to Dykert. Lasky's hammered by Martinke. He'll shoot 2 at 4:02.
I'm impressed by this kid, Mike.
No, he's good.
Done a good job. He closed the kid out from Gateway on senior night. Lasky, a lot of shake and bake off here.
Lasky at the line. First one is around, no good. He'll get a second.
Yeah, Sean McAllister, his dad coached the team. Bishop Boyle, they said they played hombre to hombre defense because he had 5 kids from Puerto Rico on the team.
Not as good as Luis Sanchez, who was one tough hombre.
That's correct. 17 for Lasky, approaching a 24-point average.
It's a 4-point game. This is dangerous. Here's Boda. All that playoff experience the Rams have. You hope it comes into... and now bodies all over the place, and a foul down low is on Elijah Gwynn.
Only his first. Now, Mike, we have to bear down. We can't have the 1 for 2. We need both.
Final score, Franklin Regional 80, Trinity 69.
So Franklin Regional has advanced.
And Gateway has won. This has got to be good news for us. Timmons, first one off the back rim. So that's Section 3 teams beating Section 1 teams twice. And this is another one here.
All right, I'll settle for 1 out of 2.
They give the Rams a 5-point lead if he makes it. It's short. And Dykert popped the rebound back. 3:45 to go. Lasky, wide open Runco from the corner. It's off the rim. Rebound Novak had good position. Runco goes up and is fouled by Price. Or Timmons, let's see.
Price. I think it's Timmons.
Oh, Braden's only got 2, so to this point it doesn't matter. It's on Johnny.
His second.
It's 2 on him. 17 fouls against Highlands.
And keep turning the clock off. That's a bad thing to do when you got the lead.
Laurel Highlands will shoot the rest of the way, and Novak, they missed 2 of their last 3 in a 4-point game.
Novak is 0 for 2 from the line tonight.
He'll get another. Missed them both. Rebound Rieger. Well, that could have been a foul on Gwynn there, but I think Highlands would be just happy with the ball right now. 3:25 to go. Highlands with the ball in a 4-point lead.
We're picking up our dribble really early, too, Mike.
Here's Boda. All the way through. Offensive foul. Boy, it took a while. Stosh can't believe it.
I can't believe it either, Mike. That guy was sliding with him the whole way.
And here's it from the crowd.
Yeah. If anything, called traveling.
3:17 left. Rams leaving that door open. Now bodies all over the place in the front court. This has turned into a football game.
They score, Mike. You got to get Mitch Dessort in.
Lasky for 3. He hit it.
Put him on. Get him up.
He's got 20. And it's a 1-point game. 44-43. Less than 3 to go.
I'd call timeout and get Mitch in the game right now, Mike. Timeout. Take timeout. Get timeout. There you go.
And they do. Timeout Highlands with 2:47 to go, and Laurel Highlands with a gritty second half performance by them.
Len Mills of B&J Sports been with us all year, gave us beautiful trophies for the tournament, Mike, and we appreciate Glenn doing that for us. You know, it's a fundraiser for the boosters. Anytime you cut a corner or two and save a couple of bucks, it helps out. And Glenn does it for not only the 8th grade tournament, but the 7th grade tournament. Been a staple for 50 years up in Detroit Heights, and we appreciate everything Glenn does for us on the court and on the football field. Nice play.
You mentioned Franklin Regionals win. They'll go on and play the number 2 seed, Moon. So the right side of the bracket is filled in. Moon, Franklin Regional Friday, Char Valley Gateway on Friday. The right side of the bracket, we're still waiting for some other scores from over this side. Winner of this one will play Mars. McKeesport playing Armstrong right now at Plum, and Hampton and Kiski playing at Fox Chapel. And Rob Carmody's out. He's seen enough.
He's seen enough. Undercover with the baseball cap
Right.
on the lake. Did he say hello to you?
No, he walked right. He blew right by.
He walked past me too. He has a game face on.
Hopefully we'll have the opportunity to say hi to him on Friday.
Yes.
Things are kind of up in the air right now.
Right. Highlands squandered a 10-point halftime lead, Mike.
Mitch Desort back in there,
He has to be.
especially on the offensive end.
Yep, we need to go right.
Try to get a basket.
Original 5 starters on the floor, Mike. And remember, we have the 1-point lead.
And Laurel Highlands has not scored 50 points.
All pluses.
Down low to Timmons. Timmons is fouled and scores the basket.
There you go. Elijah Gwynn went flying out of there, Mike. But he leaned in first.
Number 30, Elijah.
Braden Timmons.
46-43. The
That's
Rams.
why he's the boss in the block.
Well, since he only gets one, he needs to make this
At the
one.
line, good one.
Rick Hager voicing his displeasure down there.
In and out. Rebound Novak, and here come the Mustangs with a chance to tie it. 2:30 to go, a 3-point game. You can't let Lasky get off, and Boda gets him out top, and he'll shoot the 1-and-1 at 2:26.
Again, Mike, turning the clock off. Putting their best player on the foul line.
Here's an interesting stat about this game. Neither of these teams have played really any close games. Highlands has played 4 games that have been decided by 6 points or less. They're 0-4. Lasky hits the first. Laurel Highlands' closest game was 6. So these two teams are not built this year for close games. 46-45, Highlands by 1. Still 2:26, that's an eternity.
Lasky, Mike, 22 points now. Their lead scorer, Mitch Desort, only 12, but he's had foul trouble tonight.
22 points, 15 in the second half for Lasky.
Score's going to score, Mike.
Laurel Highlands led 3-2. That's the last time they led. Dump down low, and now the pin stolen away by Laurel Highlands. And they can take their first lead since early in the game.
Mitch almost got his 5th.
Novak lost it as Rieger popped it up in the air and Christ stole it. They didn't even get a shot. Less than 2 to go. Price out to Boda. 145.
I'm following Braden Timmons.
Not a bad thought. Hack of Braden. Rieger against Dykert. Dykert's got 4. Might want to take him to the basket. Price to Timmons. Auger wants him out there. Desort against Runco. And now Timmons between circles.
Foul,
He
Mike.
wanted it. He did.
Foul, yep.
Rieger takes it all the way to the basket. Timmons now to Christ, to Boda. Oh, the Rams have killed almost a minute here. Boda's got a lane. Dumps it down to Timmons, but he couldn't go up with it. Rams playing keep away. Boda's foul.
Ryan Boda.
Had to. Lasky got him. I think it's his first one, and now Boda will go to the line at 58%. 1:03 to go. It's a 1-point, 46-45 Highlands lead.
These are big, Mike, but it's still a one-possession game. With a minute to go, they had to do this, and again, they're going to take a timeout, and they're going to talk strategy. The most important thing you have to tell your kids here is no matter what happens to these foul shots, it's a one-possession game.
Right, exactly.
Play it like it's a one-possession
both
game.
ways, and either side too, and that's what's important. Laurel Highlands got to be figuring that they missed a pretty good chance. Not scoring, not even getting a shot when they had a chance to take the lead for the first time back.
And if he makes it, do they have to come up and take a three? No. They have plenty of time. A minute is a lifetime in basketball, Mike. And again, Coach Rich Hager is taking his chances here, trying to put Boda on the three-point foul line. They had their opportunities to put Braden Timmons there, Mike, and they left 3 times to touch the ball, and 3 times.
And I think Rick Hager was telling his players that in the huddle there that's something that's got to be a strategy for them here in the last minute of this game. It's amazing. As Boda hits the first,
that's one, Mike, but here's the big one.
You would not have believed that Highlands would not have won a game in a game decided by 6 points or less, and they haven't. 0-4, and they're 4-7 in games decided by less than 10. Boda
drains both,
ice
Mike.
water. The senior steps to the line and makes them both. It's a 3-point game, and the Rams put some pressure on.
It worked early, Mike. Let's see if it can work now.
Runco.
They got to watch Lasky, though.
Dykert. Now Runco again. Last time these two teams played, Rick Hager wants a timeout. The last time these two teams played in 2010 in a playoff game at Gateway, it went to double overtime.
Well, Mike, I got plans to get to the anchor in after this. I saw Carol Niles down there. Joe, Andy, and Dee are waiting for us. That's our spot every time. They always help us out with our broadcast, too. We appreciate everything they do. Even on a Tuesday night, Mike, they get a big crowd after the games. And
especially after playoffs.
Let's play this Friday. How about that?
That would be a good idea, but this is really nerve-wracking right now. Highlands had a 10-point lead. It seemed comfortable at certain points during the night, but right now, not so much. 49.1 seconds to go. Rick Hager's discussing strategy in his huddle. You got to figure if he called timeout, he's not setting up a 3. He's got to be setting up a 2, deciding who they're going to, maybe force the ball into Timmons' hands if Timmons is even going to be on the court. You figure he's going to be, and maybe go with a foul there. But I can't imagine at 49 seconds in the amount of possessions that can be left in this game that they're going to be shooting a 3 here, unless Lasky's open for one.
The other guy to have to come from, Mike, is 24, Hudson Novak. He's hit 2 threes. Golden Rams need to come out and play some defense, Mike. And right now, Mike, Mitch DeZort's not on the floor.
Well,
I would have him right at the scores table.
Yeah, defense.
He gets right back in.
Defensive substitution there with 4 fouls.
Even if we get the ball, I want him to get fouled.
Let's see what Rick Hager designed. See Lasky coming off the screen. Yep, exactly what it was. But Boda's right there. Inside to Dykert. Would have taken a lot of time off the clock. Runco. Lasky all the way to the basket and lays it in.
Lasky done his average, Mike, 24.
It's a 1-point game.
Now, I call timeout here and get Mitch DeZort back in there, Mike.
Yes. Boda, forecourt. They don't want to foul him. Nope, timeout Highlands. 23.4 seconds to go. Highlands 48. Laurel Highlands 47.
Now the strategy chicks on the other side. I would get Braden out of there, Mike.
Not offensive, yes. Offensively, I would.
I may even think of putting Luke Cochran in.
Well, he hadn't played all night.
Well, foul shooting wise, let's look at our averages. Okay, Luke Cochran's 100%, 2 for 2. Braden's 43%, Ryan Boda's 58, DeZort's 79, Urshid's 38, Reich 39, R.J. Rigger's 71, Romello 50, Don Martinka 80%, Mike.
Yeah, but it's only 4 for 5.
Hey, I'll take it versus.
I am right now going to have Mitch DeZort and Ryan Boda pass the ball back and forth to each other, and R.J. Rigger. That's it. That's the only 3 guys that are touching the ball.
Rigger 71%.
That's the only 3.
Yep. And remember, we're right back where we started from when there was a minute 3 seconds left. Even if they foul, even if they make both, it's still 1 possession game. No matter what comes out of this.
And what they want going to do now, they're going to try to kick it away first.
Yep.
You try to knock it loose and get a steal, and then you foul. But possessions are becoming fewer and fewer now. Rieger will key it in.
Braden Timmons is out there.
See, they can't. Now, the first thing they can't do is let Mitch catch the ball. They got to deny Mitch the ball. And there they go. There's Novak on him.
Oh, boy.
Timmons, and he's fouled. That's a guy they left open. That's good coaching by Rick Hauger. That's exactly what he wanted to have happen.
Yep.
Well, now Braden can just foil the strategy by making 2 free throws.
That would help.
And then I think Laurel Highlands is in the position where 3 is going to be their play. Timmons, the senior. Boda just hit 2 a minute ago. Short. Now Diker comes back in. And he's a long-range bomber, too. He's been in and out of there with 4 fouls most of the second half. Timmons will get another one. Highlands with a 1-point lead. Off the back rim, Price fought it, saved it, but it came to Lasky. 19 seconds. The Rams got to defend. Leading by 2, and Lasky's fouled. He'll shoot.
They're going to get RJ.
2 at 13.7 seconds.
RJ picks up his second.
I believe that's the 10th foul. It is. So Lasky gets 2. 1 to tie, and 2 to put the Mustangs ahead.
Well, Mike, Bill Beckner, the former Valley News dispatch writer, said double overtime again.
We are tied at 48.
13.7 seconds ago.
Desort back in the lineup. Do we have a Highlands buzzer beater? Laurel Highlands has the lead. 49-48 with 13.7 to go. Their first lead since 3-2.
And Mike, they've worked for it. With a minute and 3 to go, that was 10 minutes in real time. They worked it down to 13.7. They were down 3 with a minute 3 to go, and they worked it into a 1-point advantage. Highlands has had to help them. They have by missing foul shots. And now the Golden Rams get the ball. You're not going to foul. But, boy, you're almost tempted to. Whoever has the ball last wins the game, Mike. What do you think?
This is one of those where we haven't had a buzzer beater, and we're due.
And like I said, Mike, 13.7. When is the ideal time to shoot?
Well, at this point, I don't think it much matters because the chances are if you miss it, getting the foul, making them miss, and then coming back down, it's probably going to be too late for that anyway.
If you want to win,
I think the first good look you get, you got to take it. And if it's a 3, you take it. If whatever it is.
If I had my choice, though, Mike, it goes up at 5 because you miss, you get another one,
or you get offensive rebound. Right.
You're going to make it tough on them to score.
And the thing you got to have Timmons and Christ just crash those boards on when the shot goes
full
up.
court pressure, Mike.
Something a little different. Here's Rieger. 10 seconds.
It's a lifetime.
Rams down 1. 8 seconds. Here's Timmons high posting. Backdoor stolen by Novak. Novak stole it. And it's over.
Nobody fouled him, Mike.
The Rams kind of froze.
49.
The Rams froze.
Highlands, 48.
They stood still, and Novak dribbled it out with almost 10 seconds to go. And Laurel Highlands, with a great comeback in the second half, down 10 at the break, they win it 49-48 and end the Rams' disappointing season.
12 and 11, Mike, and that last minute and 3 seconds kind of said it all, huh?
It really did, Dean. It's been a disappointing year that could have been saved by a nice playoff run, but the disappointment of the season carried over to this playoff game, and that's one that just really hurts to let get away. And the Rams' season is over. That is it.
Not to get a shot off and not to foul at the end. These are things that you're taught at a young age, Mike, and you have to perform in the clutch. Just didn't get it done tonight. And hey, let's give hats off to Laurel Highlands. They came back.
Sure did.
14 at halftime. Came back, scored 35 in the second half, doubled their output and deserved the win.
They really did. And Rick Hauger does a great job there, and a playoff team. Tested themselves also. So let's wrap it up. Thanks to Ricky Seffer for another great year. You're a pal, and I appreciate your help. And everyone here at Laurel Highlands, or at Norwin, for all their help. Brandon Rapp, the athletic director, the former AD out at Derry, helped us out greatly to get us going. Jack Fullen at the WPIL, thanks to him. Let's wrap it up. Once again, that final score tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs 49 and the Highlands Golden Rams 48. The Rams season ends at 12-11. For the Dean, Mike Shoma, this is Mike Pavlik. So